When I was boarding grade school, I would have 2 sheets of paper out when I was having lectures. Up through high school, I was doing this. So one would be notes in the class, the other would be various lists of stuff, a list of presidents, list of states. Eventually, that shifted to lists of Pokemon. Then I started to challenge myself in naming them in order. And nowadays, it's led to me knowing every single Pokemon's name in order, which is the dumbest party trick in the world. But here I am, blindfolded, to prove it to everybody. So we start with Generation 1 of Pokemon, the Kanto games of Pokemon Red and Blue. And we start with number 1, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Mega Venusaur, Gigantamax Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Mega Charizard X, Mega Charizard Y, Gigantamax Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Mega Blastoise, Gigantamax Blastoise, Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Gigantamax Butterfree, Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Mega Beedrill, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Mega Pidgeot, Rattata, Alolan Rattata, Raticate, Alolan Raticate, Spearow, Fearow, Ekans, Arbok, Pikachu. Now with Pikachu, we have a bunch of forms. We have the partner Pikachu from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. We have the Cosmic Pikachu from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, the 5 form to change its special move. We have the Cat Pikachu wearing Ash's hat that's present up through ever since Generation 7. Then we also have Gigantamax Pikachu. Pretty sure that's all the Pikachu forms. All the ones top of my head anyway. But regardless of that, we have Raichu, Alolan Raichu. We have Sandshrew, Alolan Sandshrew, Sandslash, Alolan Sandslash. We have Nidoran Female, Nidorina, Nidoqueen, Nidoran Male, Nidorino, Nidoking. We have Clefairy, Clefable, Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix, Ninetales, Alolan Ninetales, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Zubat, Golbat, Oddish Gloom, Vileplume, Parasect, Venonat, Venomoth, Diglett, Alolan Diglett, Dugtrio, Alolan Dugtrio, Meowth, Gigantamax Meowth, Alolan Meowth, Galarian Meowth, Persian, Alolan Persian, Psyduck, Golduck, Mankey, Primeape, Growlithe, Hisuian Growlithe, Arcanine, Hisuian Arcanine, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Abracadabra, Alakazam, Mega Alakazam, Machop, Machoke, Machamp, Gigantamax Machamp, Bellsprout, Weepinbell, Victreebel, Tentacool, Tentacruel, Geodude, Alolan Geodude, Graveler, Alolan Graveler, Golem, Alolan Golem, Ponyta, Galarian Ponyta, Rapidash, Galarian Rapidash, Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke, Slowbro, Mega Slowbro, Galarian Slowbro, Magnemite, Magneton, Farfetch'd, Galarian Farfetch'd, Doduo, Dodrio, Seal, Dugong, Grimer, Alolan Grimer, Muck, Alolan Muck, Shelter, Cloyster, Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar, Mega Gengar, Gigantamax Gengar, Onix, Drowsy, Hypno, Krabby, Kingler, Gigantamax Kingler, Voltorb, Hisuian Voltorb, Electrode, Hisuian Electrode, Execute, Executor, Alolan Execute, Cubone, Marowak, Alolan Marowak, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Lickitung, Coughing, Wheezing, Galarian Wheezing, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, Chansey, Tangela, Kangaskhan, Mega Kangaskhan, Horsey, Seadra, Goldeen, Seaking, Staryu, Starmie, Mr. Mime, Galarian Mr. Mime, Scyther, Jinx, Electabuzz, Magmar, Pinsir, Mega Pinsir, Tauros, and then Paldea and Tauros has 3 different breeds, the Combat breed, the Aqua breed, and the Blaze breed. Then we have Magikarp, Gyarados, Mega Gyarados, Lapras, Gigantamax Lapras, Ditto, Eevee. Eevee has Gigantamax Eevee and the partner Eevee from Let's Go Eevee. Then Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Porygon, Ammonite, Amistar, Kabuto, Kabutops, Aerodactyl, Mega Aerodactyl, Snorlax, Gigantamax Snorlax, Articuno, Galarian Articuno, Zapdos, Galarian Zapdos, Moltres, Galarian Moltres, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, Mewtwo, Mega Mewtwo X, and Mega Mewtwo Y, then Mew. That's the end of Generation 1. Up next, Gen 2, the Johto games, Pokemon Gold, Silver. We have Chikorita, Bayleaf, Meganium, Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion, Hisuian Typhlosion, Totodile, Crocodile, Feraligatr, Sentret, Furret, Hoot Hoot, Noctowl, Lediba, Ledian, Spinarak, Ariados, Crobat, Chinchou, Lantern, Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Togepi, Togetic, Natuzatu, Mareep, Flaffy, Ampharos, Mega Ampharos, Blossom, Marill, Azumarill, Sudowoodo, Politoed, Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff, Apom, Sunkern, Sunflora, Yanma, Wooper, Paldean Wooper, Quagsire, Espeon, Umbreon, Murkrow, Slowking, Galarian Slowking, Misdreavus, Unknown, and then Unknown has forms from A through Z, exclamation mark, and a question mark. We have Wobbuffet, we have Girafarig, Pineco, Fortress, Dunsparce, Gligar, Steelix, Mega Steelix, Snubbull, Gramble, Quillfish, Hisuian Quillfish, Scizor, Mega Scizor, Shuckle, Heracross, Mega Heracross, Sneasel, Hisuian Sneasel, Teddy Ursa, Ursa Ring, Slugma, Macargo, Swinub, Piloswine, Corsola, Galarian Corsola, Remoraid, Octillery, Delibird, Mantine, Skarmory, Houndour, Houndoom, Mega Houndoom, Kingdra, Phanpy, Donphan, Porygon 2, Smeargle, no, Porygon 2, Stantler Smeargle, haha. Then it's Tyrogue, Hitmontop, Smoochum, Elekid, Magby, Miltank, Blissey, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar, Mega Tyranitar, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Celebi. That's Gen 2. Up next is Generation 3, the Hoenn games, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. We start with Trico, Grovyle, Sceptile, Mega Sceptile, a lot of Megas here, I'm sorry, Torchic, Combuskin, Blaziken, Mega Blaziken, Mudkip, Marshtomp, Swampert, Mega Swampert, Poochyena, Mightyena, Zigzagoon, Galarian Zigzagoon, Linoon, Galarian Linoon, Wurmple, Silcoon, Beautyfly, Cascoon, Dustox, Lotad, Lombre, Ludicolo, Seedot, Nuzleaf, Shiftry, Talos, Swellow, Wingull, Pelipper, Ralts, Kirlia, Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir, Surskit, Masquerain, Shroomish, Breloom, Slackoth, Vigoroth, Slaking, Nincada, Ninjask, Shedinja, Whismur, Loudred, Exploud, Makuhita, Hariyama, Azurill, Nosepass, Skitty, Delcatty, Sableye, Mega Sableye, Mawile, Mega Mawile, Aron, Laron, Aggron, Mega Aggron, Meditite, Medicham, Mega Medicham, Electric, Manectric, Mega Manectric, Plusle, Volbeat, Illumise, Rosalia, Gulpin, Swalot, Carvana, Sharpedo, Mega Sharpedo, Wailmer, Wailord, Nummel, Camerupt, Mega Camerupt, Torkoal, Spoink, Grumpig, Spinda, and its 4 million possible RNG forms. Trapinch, Vibrava, Flygon, Cacnea, Cacturn, Swablu, Altaria, Mega Altaria, Zangoose, Seviper, Lunatone, Solrock, Barboach, Wishcash, Corphish, Crawdaunt, Baltoy, Claydol, Lileep, Credilli, Anorith, Almardo, Feebas, Milotic, Castform. It has its sunny form, rainy form, and snowy form. We have Kecleon, Shuppet, Bayonet, Mega Bayonet, Duskull, Dusclops, Tropius, Chimecho, Absol, Mega Absol, Wynot, Snorunt, Glalie, Mega Glalie, Spheal, Celio, Walrein, Clamperl, Huntail, Gorobus, Relicanth, Love-Disc, Bagon, Shelgon, Salamence, Mega Salamence, Beldum, Metane, Metagross, Metagross, Regirock, Regice, Registeel, Latios, Mega Latios, Latios, Mega Latios, Kyogre, Primal Kyogre, Groudon, Primal Groudon, Rayquaza, Mega Rayquaza, Jirachi, then Deoxys with its normal speed, attack, and defense forms. That's Generation 3. Up next is Generation 4. The Sinnoh region, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. We have Turtwig, Grotle, Torterra, Chimchar, Monferno, Infernape, Piplup, Primplup, and Polion. Starly, Staravia, Staraptor, Bidoof, Bibarel, Kricketot, Cricketune, Shinx, Luxio, Luxray, Badoo, Roserade, Cranidos, Rampardos, Shieldon, Bastiodon, Burmy with its Plant, Sandy, and Trash Cloaks. Those same cloaks apply to its evolved form of Wormadam, but not the other evolved form of Mothim. Then Combee, Vespiquen, Pachirisu, Buizel, Floatzel, Cherubi, Charum, who has its Overcast and Sunshine forms. Then Shellos and Gastrodon, both of whom have their East Sea form and West Sea form colors. Then we have Ambipom, Drifloon, Driftblim, Baneri, Lopunny, Megalopunny, Mismagius, Honchkrow, Glameow, Perugly, Chingling, Stunky, Skunktank, Bronzor, Bronzong, Bonsly, Mime Jr., Happiny, Chatot, Spiritomb, Gible, Gabite, Garchomp, Mega Garchomp, Munchlax, Riolu, Lucario, Mega Lucario, Hippopotas, and Hippowdon, both of whom have gender differences. Major gender differences is what I'm noting here for the nerds. Skorupi and Drapion, Krogunk and Toxicroak, Carnivine, Finneon, Lumineon, Mantike, Snover, Abomasnow, Mega Abomasnow, Weavile. Then the rest of the evolutions we have, the evolutions in Sinnoh, we have Magnezone, Licky, Rhyperior, Tangrowth, Electivire, Magmortar, Togekiss, Yamega, Leafeon, Glaceon, Gliscor, Mamoswine, Porygon Z, Glade, who Mega Evolves, Probopass, Dusknoir, Frostlass, then Rotom with the various forms. We have Heat Rotom, Mo Rotom, Wash Rotom, Freeze Rotom, Fan Rotom, Rotom Pokédex, Rotom Phones, all that. Uxie, Mesprit, Azelf, Dialga and its origin form, Palkia and its origin form, Heatran, Regigigas, Giratina and its classic origin form, Cresselia. Then we have Fione, Manaphy, Darkrai, Shaman has its Sky form, Arceus then has 18 different looks / forms to it, depending on which plate you give it to change its type. That's all Generation 4. Up next, Generation 5, the Unova games, Pokemon Black and White. We have Victini, Snivy, Servine, Serperior, Tepig, Pignite, and Embor, I should say. Oshawott, Duat, Samurott, Hisuian Samurott, Patrat, Watchog, Lillipup, Herdier, Stoutland, Purloin, Liepard, Pansage, Simisage, Pansear, Simisear, Pampor, Simipore, Muna, Musharna, Pidove, Tranquil, Unpheasant, and then Unpheasant has gender differences. Blitzel, Zebstrika, Roggenrola, Boldor, Gigalith, Woobat, Swoobat, Drillbur, Excadrill, Autono, Mega Autono, Timber, Girder, Conkeldurr, Timpole, Palpitoad, Seismitoad, Throw, Salk, Suwaddle, Swadloon, Leavanny, Venipede, Whirlipede, Scolipede, Cottony, Whimsicott, Petalil, Lilligant has a Hisuian form. Then Basculin, we have the red stripe, the blue stripe, and the white stripe. White stripe's technically a Hisuian form, that's debatable. But then we have Sandile, Krokorok, Crocodile, Darumaka, Galarian Darumaka, Darmanitan, Zenmo Darmanitan, Galarian Darmanitan, and Galarian Zenmo Darmanitan. Maractus, Dwebble, Crustle, Scraggy, Scrafty, Sigilith, Yamask, Galarian Yamask, Cofagrigus, Tortuga, Caracosta, Arcan, Archeops, Trubbish, Garbodor, Gigantamax, Zorua, Hisuian Zorua, Zoroark, Hisuian Zoroark, Minccino, Cinccino, Gothita, Gothorita, Gothitelle, Solosis, Duosion, Reuniqueless, Ducklet, Swanna, Vanillite, Vanillish, Vanillux, Deerling, who has 4 different forms depending on the season. You have your autumn, winter, spring, and summer forms. Same could be applied to its evolved form of Sawsbuck. Then Emolga, Karablask, Escavalier, Fungus, Amoonguss, Frillish, and Jellicent, both of whom have gender differences. Alamamola, Joltik, Galvantula, Ferroseed, Ferrothorn, Clink Clang, Clang Clang, Tynamo, Electric, Electros, LGM, Behem, Litwick, Lampent, Chandelure, Axew, Fracture, Haxorus, Cubchoo, Beartic, Cryogonal, Shelmet, Estelgor, Stunfisk, Galarian Stunfisk, Mienfoo, Mienshao, Druddigon, Golett, Golurk, Poniard, Bisharp, Bouffalant, Rufflet, Braviary, Hisuian Braviary, Vullaby, Mandibuzz, Heatmore, Durant, Dinos, Zweilous, Hydreigon, Larvesta, Volcarona, Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion. Then we have Tornadus, its Theron form, Landorus, its Theron form, Reshiram, Zekrom. Wait, I think I messed up there. I'm double check. I'm gonna just save my own butt here. Tornadus, its Theron form, Thundurus, its Theron form, Reshiram, Zekrom, then Landorus in its Theron form, Kyurem with Black Kyurem and White Kyurem, Keldeo in its Resolute form, Meloetta with its Pirouette and Aria forms, then Genesect with the 5 different drives you can plug into its back. That's the end of Gen 5. Generation 6, the Kalos games, Pokemon X and Y, Chespin, Quilladin, Chestnut, Fennekin, Braixen, Delphox, Froakie, Frogadier, Greninja, Ash Greninja, Bunnelby, Diggersby, Fletchling, Fletchinder, Talonflame, Scatterbug, Spupa, Vivillon, and then the different patterned wings, up to, I believe it's 20 wings Vivillon can have, depending on the region or event you get it in. Then Litleo, Pyroar. Pyroar's got major gender differences. Then Flabebe, Florges, Floette.
Okay, post Kyle here. I have no excuse. I obviously know it's Flabebe, Floette, Florges. I was probably too focused on the flower forms to get it right, which is really dumb because I did a test recording that was literally out of focus. That's why I didn't use it where I nailed that.
Flabebe, Floette, and Florges.
Also, I was probably too worried thinking about the Floette forms because I completely forgot to mention AZ Eternal Floette. And sure, I made a few mistakes where I corrected myself, but like if you're a real nerd like me, you know that I forgot to mention Spiky Ear Pichu. And I also like screwed up Executor at one point. That was really funny. I'm going to mess up and forget G-Max Alcremie because I'm so worried about the 63 stupid forms it has. And then Blood Moon or Luna I just completely blanked on. So I'm a fraud.
All three of that line have special forms depending on the flower you catch it in. So it's the red flower, orange flower, yellow flower, blue flower, or white flower. Then Skidoo, Go-Goat, Pancham, Pangoro, Furfrou with the 10 different trims. Then we have Esper, Meowstic with its gender differences. Hoenn, Doublade, Aegislash with its 2 different stances depending on if it's a defensive move or offensive move that it uses. Then we have Spritzy, Aromatisse, Swirlix, Slurpuff, Inkay, Malamar, Binnacle, Barbaracle, Skrelp, Drygalgi, Clauncher, Clawitzer, Helioptile, Heliolisk, Tyrant, Tyrantrum, Amora, Aurorus, Sylveon, Hawlucha, Dedenne, Carbink, Gumi, Sliggoo, Hisuian Sliggoo, Goodra, Hisuian Goodra, Klefki, Phantom, Trevenant, Pumpkaboo, Gourgeist. Those two have various sizes, 1 of 4 sizes depending on which affects its stats. That's all like RNG based though. Then we have Bergmite, Avalugg, Hisuian Avalugg, Noibat, Noivern, Xerneas. Technically has 2 forms, the active mode and the neutral mode. Yveltal. Then Zygarde has several forms. We have Zygarde Core, Zygarde Cells, then 10% Zygarde. The Snake, 50% Zygarde, then the Complete Zygarde, 100% Complete, the giant monster thing, that's awesome. Then we have Diancie, Mega Diancie. We have Hoopa and its Unbound form, and then Volcanion. That's the end of Generation 6. Next is Generation 7, Alola, Pokemon Sun and Moon. We have Rowlet, Dartrix, Decidueye, Hisuian Decidueye, Litten, Torracat, Incineroar, Popplio, Brionne, Primarina, Pikipek, Trumbeak, Toucannon, Yungoos, Gumshoos, Grubbin, Charjabug, Vikavolt, Crabballer, Crabominable, Oricorio, who has the Pom-Pom, Pau, Bale, and Sensu forms, depending on which nectar it has, or which island it's caught. Then we have Cutiefly, Ribombee, Rockruff, Lycanroc. Lycanroc's forms upon evolution to minor at the time of day. That's the midday form, the midnight form, or the dusk form. Wishiwashi, we have the solo form and the schooling form. We have Marini, Toxapex, Mudbray, Mudsdale, Jupiter, Araquanid, Fomantis, Lurantis, Morolol, Shiinotic, Salandit, Salazzle, Stuffle, Beware, Bounsweet, Steenie, Zarina, Comfey, Oranguru, Passimian, Wimpod, Golisopod, Sandygast, Palisand, Pukumuku, Type Null, Silvally. Silvally has 18 different forms depending on which memory is plugged into it. Then we have Minior, who has 7 different cores, the different colors of the rainbow, so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. We have Komala, Turtonator, Togedemaru, Mimikyu, who has its technically a second form after it gets the top part gets hit while in battle. I don't really count that though. Bruxish, Drampa, Delmise, Jangmo-o, Hakamo'o, Komo-o, Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, Tapu Fini, Cosmog, Cosmoem, Solgaleo, Lunala. Then Ultra Beast, we have Nihilego, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, Xurkitree, Celesteela, Kartana, Guzzlord, then Necrozma. And I always get Necrozma's names wrong, but I know what forms I'm talking about. I believe it is the Duskmane, the Dawn Wings, and then the Ultra Necrozma from the Ultra Z Burst. So that's Necrozma. Then we have Magearna, and it's Magearna also has the original color form from Pokemon Home. Then Marshadow, Poipole, Naganadel, Stakataka, Blacephalon, Zeraora, Meltan, Melmetal, and Melmetal has a Gigantamax form, and that's the end of Generation 7. And now, Generation 8, Sword and Shield. We have the Galar Pokemon, starting with Grookey, Thwackey, Rillaboom, Gigantamax Rillaboom. There's a lot of Gigantamax Pokemon, I apologize. Scorbunny, Raboot, Cinderace, Gigantamax Cinderace, Sobble, Drizzile, Inteleon, Gigantamax Inteleon, Squabbit, Greedent, Rookidee, Corvisquire, Corviknight, Gigantamax Corviknight, Blickbug, Dottler, Orbeetle, Gigantamax Orbeetle, Nickit, Thievul, Gossifleur, Eldegoss, Wooloo, Dubwool, Shootle, Dreadnought, Gigantamax Dreadnought, Yamper, Bolton, Roly-Coly, Carkol, Colossal, Gigantamax Colossal, Applin, Flapple, Gigantamax Flapple, Appleton, Gigantamax Appleton, Silicobra, Sandaconda, Gigantamax Sandaconda, Cramorant, and after it uses Dive, you have its gulping and gorging forms that you get. Arrokuda, Barraskewda, Toxel, Toxtricity. Toxtricity has its low-key and amped forms. Both of them can Gigantamax into Gigantamax Toxtricity. After Toxtricity, we have Sizzlipede, then Sentiscorch, Gigantamax Sentiscorch, then Clobopus, Graplocked, then Sinistea and Poltegeist, who have their phony and authentic forms. We have Hatena, Hattrem, Hatterene, then Gigantamax Hatterene, Impidimp, Morgrem, Grimmsnarl, Gigantamax Grimmsnarl. Then the regional evolutions, we have Obstagoon, Berserker, Cursula, Sirfetch'd, Mr. Rhyme, and Mr. Rhyme. Then we have Runerigus. Then Milcery, Alcremie. Alcremie has 63 different forms depending on the spin you give it and the sweet you give it. I hate that thing for completionist's sake. Then we have Phalanx. Then we have Pinsirchin, Snom, Frostmoth, Stonejourner, Ice-Q with its ice form and its noise form. Indeedee in its gender forms. Morpeko with its full belly and hangry forms. Then Qfant, Copperaja, and then Gigantamax Copperaja. Then the Galar fossils. These always mess me up. I'm pretty sure it's Dracozolt, Arctozolt, Dracovish, Arctovish. Then Duraludon, who can Gigantamax. Then Dreepy, Dracoloak, Dragapult. Then Zacian, its hero of many battles and crowned sword forms. Then Zamazenta, its hero of many battles and crowned shield forms. Eternatus, and then Gigantamax Eternatus. Then on the Isle of Armor we have... No, sorry, it's not Gigantamax Eternatus, it's the Eternamax form. But then we have Cubfu, Urshifu with its single strike and multi-strike forms, style forms. Both of those forms then Gigantamax. Then you have Zarude and then Dada Zarude. Then we have Crown Tundra DLC. We have Regieleki, Regidrago, Glastrier, Spectrier, Kylerex. Then Kylerex has its forms of Ice Rider Kylerex and Shadow Rider Kylerex. Then we have Pokemon from Pokemon Legends Arceus and Hisui. We have Weirdeer, Cleaver, Ursaluna, Basculegion and its gender differences. Then we have Sneasler, Overquill, and Enamorus. And then Enamorus has its own Therian form. That's all Generation 8. Then Generation 9, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet from the Paldea region. We have Sprigatito, Florigato, Meowscarada, Fuecoco, Crocodile, Skeledirge, Quaxley, Quaxwell, Quaquaval, Lechonk, Oinkologne, Oinkologne has gender differences. Then Tarantula, Spidops, Nimble, Lokix, Palmy, Pomo, Pommet, Tandemouse, Mousehold. Mousehold has the family of 4 and the family of 3. Then Fido, Doxbun, Smoliv, then Doliv, then Arbovola. I don't know how to pronounce that thing. Then Squawkabilly, its different plumages, the green, yellow, blue, and white. Then Knackley, Knacklestack, Garganackle, Charcadet, Armaru, Cerulege, Tadbull, Bellybolt, Wattrel, Kilowattrel, Mastiff, Mabostiff, Shroodle, Grafii, Bramblin, Bramblegast, Toadschool, Toadscrool, Clough, Capsicid, Scovillain, Relor, Rabsca, Flittle, Espathra, Tinkating, Tinkatuff, Tinkatun, not tongue. Then Wiglet, Wugtrio, Bombardier, Finizen, Palafin. Palafin has its Zero form and its Hero form upon switching out and going back into battle. Varoom, Revaroom. Then Cyclozar, Orthworm, Glimmet, Glimora, Grievard, Houndstone, Flamigo, Citadels, a Titan, Veluza, Dondozo, Tatsugiri with its droopy, curly, and stretchy forms, the different colors there. Then Annihilate, then Clawdzire, then Farigiraf, then the Dunsparce with its 2-segment and 3-segment forms, then King Gambit, then Paradox Pokemon. We have Great Tusk, Screamtail, Brute Bonnet, Fluttermane, Slitherwing, Sandy Shocks, then Iron Treads, Iron Bundle, Iron Hands, Iron Jugulis, Iron Moth, and Iron Thorns. Frigibax, Arctibax, Baxcalibur, Gimmighoul with its roaming and chest forms, Goldengo, then Wo-Shen, Shenpao, Tinglu, and Chiyu, Roaring Moon, Iron Valiant, Koraidon, Miraidon. Then DLC Pokemon, we have Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. Then in Teal Mask, we have Dipplin. Then we have Poltchageist and Sinnoh. They also have their counterfeit and artisan forms. Then we have Okidogi, Monkey Dory, Pheasantipity, then Ogerpon. It has its Teal Mask form, Cobblestone Mask form, Heart's Flame Mask form, and the Wellspring Mask form. Then we have the Indigo Disc DLC. We have Archaludon. We have Hydrapple. Then Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt, Iron Boulder, Iron Crown, Terrapagos with its normal terrestrial form, and then I believe the last one's a Stellar form, the one where it's like the World Turtle stacked on top of each other. And then finally, after the Scarlet and Violet epilogue, the last known Pokemon, number 1025, is Pecharunt. And that is every single Pokemon in order from memory. I am insane. Thank you for watching.